Alright, we're going to begin with the coptic stitch, the very first part. You're going to start with one of your covers, I don't care whether if it's the back or the front, and one of your signatures. And you need to make sure that the holes line up from your signatures to your cover. First thing you're going to do is take your needle with your waxed thread on it, or wax string, and you're going to poke it in the first hole on the right. Pull that all the way through and leave a good 2-inch tail. From there, you're going to take your string that pulled from the outside of your signature and you're going to wrap it over your cover and through that first hole, so through the back of the first hole. Don't worry about it being tight yet. Slide it up so that your signature is even with the edge of your board. And then you're going to go back through the same hole that you started with. So now if you open it up, you're going to end up with both strings on the inside of that first hole. Once you get that through, line up your edge again, so straighten it out, and then pull this really tight to tie a double knot. You can leave that tail hang there for a while. Alright, so now the next part of it, you're going to be repeating the same step until you get to the end. You're going to go to the next hole to the left, so the second hole to the left, through to the back, wrap around the back of your board, so you're wrapped around it. And then I'm going to go right back through that hole again. And as you pull this, you want each of your stitches to be tight, and you always pull in the direction you're stitching. So I'm going to the left, I'm going to pull to the left. If I can't get it tight enough, play around with the stitching until I can get it tight. Go again to the left, now to the third hole. And I'm going to keep repeating this until I get to the very end. When you're putting it through the hole, make sure you're not splitting the string. What I mean by that is you're not coming up like in between the strings so it makes a split in between the threads. down to the last one. I'm going to go through the end, and I'm going to wrap around, but I'm not going to come back through. So I went out, wrapping around the back of my book. End there and wait for the second step. So while I'm waiting, I want to double check and make sure that all of these strings are nice and taut. If they're not, then you want to go back and tighten them before you move on. It's just a matter of pulling and then going back into each one of these to the left. Make sure you're pulling it in the direction that you stitched, or else it'll end up slicing your paper and you'll have to fill it with a whole bunch of tape. That's not very secure. It doesn't look very good. Alright, that's the end of step